One of my plans for the day is I'm gonna try and go hunt up a bunch of slugs for some food, because there are a ton of slugs around here. You know, when it comes to survival food, you basically take what you can get. You know, whatever's available. That's what, and slugs is what's available. I look like a damn, I feel like I look like a pilgrim or something from the old New England. Like an Amish person or something, I don't know. Like someone off the Mayweather. So anyways, oh yeah, speaking of a slug. One actually came and slimed all up on my sweater in the night. It's a bunch of slug juice. So, but he left slugs and snails. I got my turtle shell that I found. You know, just for some morale. So I can look at it and be like, yeah, that's cool. Pretty cool little ornament over there in the corner, just for fun. A pretty fat snail. Decent sized snail. I guess that's an apple snail maybe. So here we have a slug. And right here we got another slug. And that snail is over there. And here's another slug over here. So that's 3 pretty fat slugs just right. Oh, here's one over here too. Look at that. There's 2 more. There's another one. And let's see. There's one. That's 5 good fat slugs right in my general area. So, oh, here's another one too. So there's plenty of slugs to eat, you know, that's what I want to do. So, I'll just grab this fellow. Pretty good size. I mean, say it's about 3 inches long or something. So I'll grab this guy. They're kind of slippery, obviously. Put them in my Ziploc. I like to bring a couple extra Ziplocs because they're really bomber containers. Just put all kinds of stuff in them. So, sorry buddy, but, oh yeah. Drop them down in here. And collect I'll probably grab about 10 of them, something like that. 10 good fat ones. Here's my, damn, you can't even see it. There's my batch of giant slugs. Probably about 10 total, 1 snail. Alright, buddies. It's a slug and a snail. It's a slug on a snail. Ugh, they're all slimy. So hopefully, you know, they're not experiencing any pain. So I want to boil these slugs for a good 5 to 10 minutes. I want to make sure they cook all the way through, because they can, you know, they could have some parasites in them, some pathogens. They are they're like bottom feeder type things, because they just eat like refuse or whatever, you know. They eat like, they're like bottom feeders basically, so they can be prone to some questionable content of consumption. The food they eat can be plus, just, I mean, any animal you get in the wild, especially, boiling is actually the best way to cook anything, because you make sure you cook it all the way through without burning it. So like if you're trying to survive, you know, and preserve calories and that sort of thing, not get sick, the best way is, if you have a container, is to boil it as opposed to roasting it. I mean, I know roasting it over a fire sounds tasty and all that, but it's actually better to boil food if you can, because it ensures that you cook it all the way through, so you kill any parasites. And you could cook this for like an hour, you know what I mean, like a stew. It's not going to hurt it really. Also, if you cook it just over a fire, just like a roast basically, you run the risk of like burning it, overcooking it, that sort of thing, drying it out. And if you burn it, you're destroying calories. Like burnt meat, that doesn't do anything. That's not like good nutrition, you know. Like a charcoal burn, it might have some good flavor to it, but plus if you sort of roast it over a fire, if there's any fat or something, it could drip off, you know. So instead of you eating that fat, it's just dripping off, so it's wasted. So if you're in a true survival situation, the best way, the ideal way to cook food is to boil it. And actually, they're starting to disappear. You know, I was looking for them, and they're getting hard to find, because it's been a clear day so far. Like the last few days, it's been really sort of cloudy and rainy off and on. Like cloudy almost the whole time, and they were like all over the place. But now that it's been really sunny today so far, it's getting a little windy too. It's drying out, you know. It's getting warm and dry, and they're disappearing, you know. I couldn't find, they weren't so easy to find. So they're probably about done by now. That one, is that air? The thing's about to pop. Look at that. I think. That one in the middle looks like a balloon. See some of that slime in there. Need to cool them off so I can handle them. Fucking spider web. Alright, so these are a little bit of trouble to I have to do it on here. sure I get the footage of it, right? Yeah, they've got some funky gut action, you know. These things are almost not even worth the trouble. You try and gotta clear out all these guts. Otherwise it'll taste foul, you know. Basically just cut them in half and then get that freaking guts out of there. I mean, it should be cooked through. I cooked them enough, I boiled them, so they should, any parasites ought to be killed anyways. But it's just going to be kind of, it's not going to be very appetizing or palatable. But you know, once you've cleaned it out, it's a little bit of trouble, but then it's, you know, perfectly viable meat, I guess. You know, a little bit of organs or something in there. Now the snail, it's going to be a little tricky. I don't want to cut myself when I break his shell, you know what I mean? So I'll just try and break it off. That's kind of a little weird smell to it. Anyways, there's the inside of that. You know, it's definitely preferred. One reason I tend to not go for smaller animals like mice, you know, there's just too much trouble. They're so small. Here, finished results of about 10 slugs. Not a ton of food by any means, but definitely a little something. So I mean, you know, for survival, I mean, they were easy to get and kind of a pain in the ass to gut, but you know, not too much trouble, not a lot of calories to spend. So, you know, I mean, not bad. If you had to survive, you know, it's not bad. Alright, so I've got a saute pan, little skillet, little spatula. I just strap it to the outside of my backpack so it hangs off it. And we brought some olive oil and probably too much, but a huge bag of salt, sea salt. That's quite a bit of salt, but better to have too much than not enough. Love this little tube thing, fire blower. I'll just pour out, I don't know, not a whole lot, just yeah, a little bit of olive oil up in there. Handful of
slug. Oh yeah, does that look good or not? I don't know. And oh yeah, sizzling. I'm actually going to throw in a couple mushrooms that I found earlier. There's like 5 different kinds. Good pinch of salt. I don't know if I want to try that flip. Oh yeah. Now, there is one issue with me cooking like 5 different things, which is that if I do get sick, you know, I won't really know what it is that does it. But hopefully I won't get sick and it won't matter. Oh yeah, I'm a pro. Okay, here's my lunch. Smells like, I guess, a cooked slug. What it would smell like, what you would imagine it would smell like. It smells like that. It's not really bad or good. Salty. Really salty. Kind of rubbery, you know. It doesn't really have much flavor other than the salt that I put on it. It's kind of good in a way. I mean, hell, I'd eat this. Kind of like calamari a little bit. In fact, it's a lot like calamari. Hey, I'd buy that at the store, even, you know, if it was done properly. Oh, here's the snail actually right here. The snail looks a little different from the slug. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the bomb. You want to buy that in the store? Like a package of like beef jerky or something. Like a big package of these. Can't say that I'm a little bit hesitant to eat this funky looking thing. Not that bad though. It's a little bit softer than the slugs. It's not as rubbery. Still rubbery, but not as much. It's a lot of slugs. I'm full actually. You know. I'm getting filled up. So. Alright, there you go. Slugs, survival food. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's not great, but it's not horrible. They're easy to collect, but they're a little pain in the ass to gut. And it's me, they don't have much flavor. They're more just chewy, you know. So, I don't think I'll be doing that again anytime soon. Hope you enjoyed my video. Subscribe for more of my videos, obviously.